So last time we talked, Autumn Volkov, the heir of my legacy challenge, traveled to the magic realm with her girlfriend, Shanna Kealoha, to fulfill Shanna's lifelong wish of becoming a spellcaster. And when Shanna said she would start studying the second they got back to Moonwood Mill, she meant it, cracking open the Tome of the Nimble Mind, a potion that increases the speed a sim gains skills. Autumn gardened while her girlfriend studied, reaching gardening level 6, before getting a call that she was due for a checkup. She went to her checkup while Shanna kept studying. Ropuzzle, let down your hair reached fitness level 3. Clint live streamed, and Edward made a self-discovery. Edward, who's gonna tell him? Autumn's checkup went well, surprisingly, considering the Sims years of Coca-Cola use. But I digress, and afterwards, she would work alongside Shanna in the indoor garden. Look at that look on Shanna's face, the look of love. Meanwhile, the Volkovs had a visitor. Caleb Vatore. Oh my fucking god, I love Daddy Vatore. What? I didn't say Daddy, I said Caleb. You are dirty-minded. Autumn greeted Caleb and invited the strange, charming, pale, cold man into her home. Okay, Bella Swan wannabe. They introduced themselves to one another, getting along swimmingly. Nicole came downstairs, on the verge of a rampage. Instantly intrigued by the stranger her sister was talking to, she sniffed and greeted him greeting her back. She joined their funny conversation, the both of them getting to know Caleb. They found out he lives alone in Forgotten Hollow and has the foodie, ambitious, and materialistic traits. Nicole really liked his traits and suddenly was finding herself very attracted to Caleb. Autumn could sense what was happening with Nicole. She had never seen her so bubbly and social. Usually, Nicole is by herself, locked away in her room, so she excused herself from the conversation and let Nicole have Caleb all to herself. Nicole and Caleb took their conversation outside, getting a little more personal. Nicole also found out that Caleb has an amazing sense of humor. Joking around with him was effortless. She loves a guy with a sense of humor, someone who could make her laugh. Their time together was going great until they were interrupted. Man doesn't even know Nicole and just wants to throw hands. Perhaps this is because he's enemies with her father. Why does literally everyone in the Volkov house have to go in for a checkup? God, this is painful to watch. Not Caleb just watching. Though I totally get it. I wouldn't want to wrestle Greg either, or at least not in this way. I need to stop. She didn't even have a chance. Yet she still perceives him as attractive. Girl bye. Nicole felt so embarrassed after getting her ass whooped right in front of Caleb. But she felt better when Caleb threw himself in front of her and challenged Greg himself. Wait, Caleb's a vampire. Nicole had no idea. Who would have guessed someone with fangs would be a vampire? Nicole was so flattered. A cute vampire was defending her, and they had barely met a few Sims hours before. What could this mean? Was he just being nice? Or was he trying to impress her? But that's when her father Christopher came outside. Of course, he had to tussle with Greg too, considering they are enemies and he assaulted his daughter. But Nicole was a bit worried about what her dad's reaction would be to her associating with a vampire, or worse, slightly crushing on one. Vampires and werewolves are natural enemies. Sure, Nicole didn't care, but Chris, he's an old school pack leader. He'd probably be grateful to Caleb for defending his daughter. But that's as far as he would go. But Nicole wasn't going to think about it anymore. She had just met Caleb. There was nothing between them except a friendship. And yet, he started to fight Greg again. So, does Caleb like Nicole, or does he just have a thing for humiliation?